Scene 31.12. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as ATCard, and today we're going to work on a themed artist trading card for the Grumbacher Art Swap number 60. And the theme is change. So I started off with a piece of painty paper. You know, that's just some of that stuff that you smear paint on that you have left over on your palette or your brush or your whatever. And now I'm using a stencil by Carolyn Doobie. I think it's called Mixed Doobie. And they're little ATC size squares, rectangles, not squares, that you can trim out or leave as a whole sheet. And it has a couple of masks on it too. Stencil girls, just saying. So anyway, using a cosmetic wedge there to smear on some silks paint, and I like it. Here it can, y'all. And then as soon as it was dry-ish, sorta-ish, I put on a big glob of Aleene's original tacky glue, because y'all know that's my favorite. So anywho, this is a die cut, and yes, it is upside down, and yes, I did do that on purpose even. So I'm using my pokey tool to help stick that down. I'm going to get out a baby wipe here in just a little bit and use that as well. And here's a couple of other mishmash pieces of die cut from the same die. And list of ingredients in the description box below, because it's a pretty big die. It's way too big for this small project, but I have bits and pieces that I use, and yes, there again, on purpose, y'all. So that one, I've changed the angle and spun it around just a little bit, and this one's facing upright. There's that baby wipe. I'm dabbling that down into the glue. And I don't know why I didn't get out my little handy glue book helper over there that I typically lay stuff on and smear the glue on. I don't know why I didn't do that. You will see I do that later, but it'll be funny-ish. So now where am I going to put that one? Oh, let's just put it at a different angle. Okay, so that very first die cut portion that I put down is cut from a piece of old calendar. So there's like some little dates and stuff on it. Now I also have this other die cut clock that I took out of some packaging, you know, the clear plastic packaging that you get on stuff. And I'm checking out some different alcohol inks to see which color I like the bestest. I picked out, you know, my blues, my blue greenishes, you know, blues. And that one, I don't know what the colors are, y'all. It was way too light, but I like that one best, so I'm going to use that one. Okay, just wait for it, y'all. Piddling my hands around. Here's a little scrap piece of paper. Now I'm going to put this on. It just doesn't get on my brush very well, so I'm like, well, just put it on the palette. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure thing. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, that's awful light. Wonder how it's going to show up. Oh, portions of this video have been sped up for your viewing convenience. Nope, can't hardly even see it. So let's go with that darker blue, and this one is called Indigo, y'all. List of ingredients in the description box below. So that's my favorite color because it's the darkest and it shows up and you can see it. Let's see. Blowing on it, fanning it with my hands. Yeah, okay, well, let's do something else while we let that get good and dry. So we're going to trim off the hangover there, because you know an official artist trading card is 2.5 by 3.5, and yes, it can be portrait or landscape, your choice. So that's pretty good dry, and I thought, well, let's put some foil on here. So I got that Prima glue, planner or glue stick, glue, planner, whatever. Ingredients description box, okay. And so you put that on there. And Xandra's the one that showed how to use this for the foil. And I set it aside and let it dry for a minute or, you know, 2 or something. And I'm inking around my computer printed phrase, sentiment, saying, whatever you want to call it. And there I used Garden Patina because it's one of my favorites, y'all. Yes, I could have used blue, but I like Garden Patina. And now I'm going back around the same pieces with black. Now Rachel does this, and it's really cool looking. I mean, you just get like a halo effect, and it's just, you know, soft halo. It's really neat. So I'm fanning that, and I'm gotta open up this new thing because I just got it from Zandra. She got an online store, y'all. So I'm getting it out. It's got like 5 sheets in it, and this is lapis watercolor. Oh, it's so pretty, y'all. Can you see that? It's really pretty. So you lay it on there, and I have a folded up paper towel in my hand because that lets you glide over the film, the foil film, and it kind of works it down into the crevices and stuff. Now I've been taking sort of time getting it back in, almost as much of a hard time as I had getting it out. So anyway, back in. Ta-da! And I'm taking my paper towel and I'm dabbling at it. I should have waited because I actually rubbed some of it off because the glue was not quite all the way dry. But it saved enough, and it made me happy. It makes me happy. And that's the important thing, right? Okay. So here's that alarm clock, and we're going to glue that on with glossy accents because it works really well for this kind of thing. Oh, always have to get a needle to poke that hole out. Goodness gracious. Every time. Yeah, pert near. So this ATC took roughly 30 minutes to make. That does include drying time. Just saying. So it was pretty quick. No, I guess that didn't include the die cut. Oh, so we'll just say 30 minutes. It took like 30 minutes, y'all. So I've got my glossy accents on the back of my little alarm clock, and now we're going to just set it on there. Yep, I think right there looks good. Looks good to me. Let's put a little weight on it. Okay, now it's set there for, 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. Scratching off little glossy accents that spilt over. Oh, I got something sticking at it, so let's just put a little bit of glue on there, y'all. Just a little bit of glue. Smoosh it down. Smoosh it down. Yeah, it makes me happy. Here comes my sentiment phrase saying that I computer printed. And, oh Lords, what does it say? Somebody's going to want to know. We can probably read it in the close-ups, but I have it right here handy. It says, daylight cannot save time, nor can time save daylight. I know, y'all. Ain't that the truth? It is. So I'm gluing it down here, smooshing it down with my fingers. I'm like, yeah, I like that. So now what are we going to do next? I don't know. We need to do something. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, let's get out the glue book. This is normally what I lay stuff on so I can glue the back of it. Watch what I'm fixing to do, y'all. Are you watching? Bam, I pick it up and smear the glue with my finger. I didn't even need that glue book, y'all. I should have used it earlier when I was gluing those clock pieces, but so it goes. Baby wipe the glue off. Just saying. That's the back. It's a computer printed back. I do that for all my artist trading cards, ATCs. Okay, smearing it, smooshing it around. Gonna get out my little woody roller thing. Smashing it. Tell them, get married now, y'all. Get married. Jump that broom. Okay, smoosh it. Get it straightened up. There is a photo montage, and this video has been whittled down to just under 11 minutes. Let's round some corners. Okay, let's do it. Way to go. Woo! We're fixing to ink all around the outside because sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And this time I do because I'm doing the Garden Patina, and then I'm going to come around it like I did before with the black, because it just adds a little extra depth, y'all. That Rach was smart when she figured that out. I think I was smart by stealing that idea from her. So there we are, and I thought, we're going to add one more thing, because this is just laying on my desk, and I just need to get rid of it, okay? Now there's just a diamond left on there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I can't throw it away. It's usable. So we're going to put this little flat back silver drop pearl thing. Right there. Right there. Photo montage. I appreciate your valuable time, your kind comments, your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. If you've not already subscribed, I invite you to do so at this time. And once you hit subscribe, there's a little bell that pops up next to the word, and if you click on that, it will give you notifications of new videos from me. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.